My name is Chinazam, and I chose Annie Leibovitz as my famous photographer. I chose her because of her gracious photos that she takes of her subjects, and I like her provocative photos as well. Like, it's the type of photos that has a crowd talking. And I already knew about her before because she takes so many pictures of celebrities, so I've heard of her before, and I just wanted to know more about her upbringing and what brought her into photography. Annie Leibovitz was born October 2nd, 1949 in Waterbury, Connecticut. She is not dead as of right now. She is currently 68 years old, going on 69 this year. Annie Leibovitz was born from Sam and Marilyn Leibovitz. She had 5 siblings. She had 3 sisters and 1 brother and 1 unnamed sibling. Her sisters include Barbara, Susan, and Paula. Her 1 brother is named Philip. As a child, she and her family would move around due to her father's position as a lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force. She had taken many pictures near military bases, and her first picture taken as a little girl was when she stationed in Philippines during the Vietnam War. Though she has never married, Annie did have a close relationship with Susan Sontag. Susan was a writer that died in 2004. It's not really clear if they were in an actual relationship. However, they would call each other lovers or friends that helped each other. Annie does have 3 daughters. Her eldest daughter is Sarah Cameron. She has 2 twin girls followed after Sarah named Susan and Samuel. These children were born from surrogate mothers. Sarah, however, was first born at the age of 51 from Annie herself. Before becoming a photographer, she was a volunteer in Israel, where she lived there for several months. Under photography, she was a staff photographer for Rolling Stone. Annie still lives in Connecticut as an adult. Instead, she moved cities from Waterbury to Westport, Connecticut. After getting the job as a staff photographer in the Rolling Stone, literally 2 years later, Annie was promoted to chief photographer in 1972. She was only 23 at the time. Annie attended San Francisco Art Institute, in which she originally majored in painting. She later switched her major to photography. She originally was going to go into being an art teacher. However, Annie had attended a photography workshop where she was inspired to go into photography. Her job experiences did not actually inspire her original step into photography, but they sure did keep her around that field. These jobs include Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, and much more. During her years in Vanity Fair, Annie was inspired by other photographers in the field, including Richard Avedon and Henry Cartier-Bresson. They inspired her want for personal projects. Her style ranges from an editorial style to personal posed projects. She is known for a more structured photo with difficult backgrounds. Annie is well known for her setups and lighting as well. She focuses on all types of lighting. She is known for the one light magic. She is also big on contrast and the effects of a background. She has contributed to photography an open mind for different pieces and how she displays her subjects. Her accomplishments has also honored women in the line of photography. She is the first woman to be part of an exhibition by the institution. She had become famous through many factors. One of her most known shoots is that of John Lennon and Yoko Ono for Rolling Stone the day he was assassinated. She is also known for her first published book in 1983. This is also when she joined Vanity Fair. This brought even more exposure to her. One of Annie's most famous pictures taken during her years at Vanity Fair, this picture is titled Whoopi Goldberg, which is also the name of the subject in the photo. This was taken in 1984. Annie's use of color shows a difference on the color as well. The color of her skin against the white of the milk in the bath really sets 2 different tones of colors against each other. The dominant principle of design is the use of emphasis on Whoopi herself. This is again the contrast as a factor to emphasize the subject, which is the center of her in the photo. The compositional technique used is the bird's eye perspective. In this photo of Whoopi is from a bird's eye angle, making it look like one is looking down on Whoopi herself. The lighting in this photo would be of a natural side light. This is because the lighting seems to be coming from the side. However, the way it's shining on Whoopi, it seems as if the light source itself is from the sun. The photo does not highlight only the picture of Whoopi herself, but also Whoopi's personality through her distorted faces, but also incorporates racial understandings on Whoopi's life, such as the washing of blackness. In the second photo, Annie captured one of the most talked about couples. This is known as Keeping Up with Kimye, a ship name that has stuck with them since 2014 when this photo was taken. The photo captures the West couple walking outside. Through walking, you can notice different textures being captured as well. These textures include that of the fluffy dress of Kim's dress, the fluffy ends as well as the natural resources such as the ground with its rough, rock-like texture. The dominant principle of design is the contrast. The white of Kim's dress is really white, and the black of Kanye's suit is really black as well. These paired together and next to each other brings out the values of the colors. The compositional technique used is asymmetrical balance. This is shown through the height differences between Kim and Kanye. The lighting technique shown is natural lighting, as well as backlighting, which is from the sun. However, the source of light is also coming from behind. The photo captures the love between Kim and Kanye. This displayed by their fierce looks between each other, their locked hands, and much more. Annie has mentioned that her work has her own style to it. She mentioned how she loves photography and how she feels like an encyclopedia. She has talked about having to get good at her work for the sake of Susan. She believes she is in a stage of her life where she can just hold a camera and use it in her own way. Many people regard her as one of the most gifted photographers alive. People find how she takes celebrities and set them in her projects very unique. One of the well-liked is that of Whoopi Goldberg. I believe Annie's work is profound. It's something that caught my eye because the projects could be interpreted in so many ways. The projects also incorporate different styles, use of colors, lines, and much more. Some fun facts about Annie include some of the following. When color photography first came out, Annie was confused, but she eventually taught herself about lighting and colors. The pictures that Annie had taken in Israel were the pictures that she used to show John Wenner. Annie Leibovitz was actually born Jewish. She answered once that she does not identify as Jewish, but she does feel Jewish. The Library of Congress awarded Annie Leibovitz with a Living Legendary Award in 2000. When Annie switched majors, she originally started taking night photography classes.